Happy to share on your Friday morning, right? The best news of the day, no matter Rhonda's forecast, but it is looking good heading into the weekend.
Wow.
We're going to hear about that.
Nice introduction.
Lynn, good morning. Welcome to your day. Thank you for joining us. Lynn's in for Michael, and you're going to have details already, something happening outside. It's too early for this, Lynn.
I know, already. It is just 5 o'clock, and already we have our first accident of the morning.
Goodness.
It's northbound 205. There's a shot of it right there on the ODOT camera. Northbound 205, it's mid-span on the Glen Jackson Bridge, right about Government Island, but the left lane blocked with that single-car spin out. It is slick.
Yeah, so the roads are wet out there then.
Yes, we did see some rain overnight.
It's a really good, clear picture, so someone's going to recognize her, hopefully call police. 5:08 right now. You would think too early for traffic troubles, but Lynn, you're already following something to be aware of.
Well, already a single vehicle spin out, and you know, we saw this yesterday. Single vehicle accidents left the road, and just a matter of just going too fast with the wet conditions. So yes, it's northbound 205 on the Glen Jackson Bridge. There's our first crash of the morning. There's the ODOT camera. It's about Government Island, but they are going to need a tow truck, so they've got a flare pattern out, left lane blocked, and that is northbound 205 now on the Glen Jackson Bridge. You can see traffic still fairly light, too, on the southbound side, so they're not slowing down to take a look out of Clark County. We'll take you to the maps now. We'll show you that things actually still pretty green around the area. Inbound on the Sunset, visibility not too bad at the top of the Sylvan Hill. Speeds are decent, too. Westbound I-84.
July 5th. It's looking good. Thanks, Rhonda.
The traditional start of summer in Portland.
The unofficial start, right?
Yeah. All right, Lynn Masterson in for Michael Convery this week, and you've been kept busy, and again this morning, right?
Well, we're starting out with this one spin out, but the roads are just wet. Visibility is an issue. You get next to the big trucks, and it's really tough to see when you're next to them with the road spray. But a spin out, yes, on the Glen Jackson Bridge that we're starting the morning commute off here on a Friday. Left lane still blocked. They're waiting for a tow truck there, but in the meantime, it does look pretty good as far as light conditions both ways on the Glen Jackson Bridge. Let's show you the maps here. Still green sensors coming in from the south. Highway 43 out of downtown Lake Oswego's not bad. I-5 north, that's still fairly easy getting through the Terwilliger curves. And light conditions so far, 205 both ways in southeast Portland.
Thank you.
I want you to take a picture of Lynn and I.
Okay.
And I'm going to send this to Michael and basically say my new favorite traffic reporter.
Perfect.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Convery who?
He's going to love it.
Yeah. Got it.
He's teasing us with his...
Not us.
Lame.
It's National Sunglasses Day, by the way.
Oh, is that why you asked us to
That's
bring
why
rocks?
we brought out the sunglasses.
We were wondering.
We forgot ours, Lynn. We're not the cool kids, I guess, this morning.
Trust me.
It was rainy.
Cooler.
I didn't
Right.
need them.
It's not like you need them right now, right?
How are the roads looking this morning?
Well, we did have that one accident on the Glen Jackson Bridge. Now, they cleared the accident northbound 205 on the Glen Jackson Bridge. So far, it's a fairly easy Friday morning. Let's show you the glimpse here of I-5 South approaching the Interstate Bridge. Looking good here. In fact, looks like it's drying out just slightly there as you make the commute into Oregon. 205, that's not bad now either direction on the Glen Jackson Bridge after the accident cleared, and still relatively easy, even in the Hollywood district. Road spray a bit of an issue, but we're lucky. Friday morning light.
It's Friday, so you're happy.
Yeah, it's the end of the week. We're happy. And Lynn Masterson is also here. That's why we're happy, too. We love having Lynn here. And she's dancing to the music as well. Look at that.
Road's going to make you
Look
happy
at
if you're heading out.
Is it a happy commute, too?
Yeah, it is actually Friday morning light.
good.
You know, we started out with that one accident earlier. There is a new one in Beaverton. This one, unfortunately, at Murray and Milliken. So that did involve some injuries. Police and fire now on the scene at Murray and Milliken. But yes, Lincoln, our freeways have been fairly light. Let's take a look at the commute out of Clark County here. I-5 southbound, that's still fairly easy right there at Mill Plains. So you're looking good on into North Portland for the I-5 South commute. And on the Sunset Highway, we really saw it socked in. That was yesterday, but today it's looking pretty good as you work your way up and over the top of the Sylvan Hill.
Here's Time Saver Traffic with KEX's Michael I said Michael Convery. He's so far on vacation. Lynn, how's it going?
He is so out of town right now.
Touch.
There is one injury accident, Beaverton, that is at Murray and Milliken.
I'm sure we'll hear
A lot going on.
the details of that coming up. Lynn Masterson in for Michael Convery all this week. And Friday, we had one accident way earlier in the morning, but how are things
then we had that
now?
one at Murray and Milliken. That was an injury accident, and they did clear that one. And now there's another one. So this accident, East Side Core area, and it's right on the connector from I-5 north after you get off the Markham Bridge leading to eastbound I-84. So here's the shot of it on the ODOT camera there from the top of the Metro building. And you can see them just in the right lane under that top banner that's off that connector. And they're just squeezing by on the left side by that accident. And there's a little bit of a tie-up on that connector from northbound I-5 to eastbound I-84. Now, we'll take you to the maps here and show you that things are still looking pretty good. Sunset Highway inbound, we do have a fairly easy time of it. We share the shot of the top of the Sylvan Hill there on the Sunset Highway. And then northbound I-5, that is still fairly easy. In fact, from Wilsonville all the way to the Markham Bridge, you're only looking at about an 18-minute trip. Yes, with a soggy commute this morning, Rhonda, we've had a few accidents, and the latest one has been right there on that connector on the east side. It was right there at the end of that connector from north I-5 to eastbound I-84. They just got it out of the way. Things are moving again, but I have to tell you, we do have the slowing inbound on I-84. There's a delay, well, pretty much 33rd in toward I-5. They were taking a look at the accident on the other side, and also a delay in the Gateway stretch as well. Inbound on the Sunset Highway, it still looks pretty good at Sylvan. Our travel times are decent this morning as well. Overall, it's Friday morning light, but there's a delay in Vancouver, I-5 south of No Plain.
Now let's get a check on time saver traffic with KEX's Lynn Masterson.
A few more folks are definitely behind the wheel at this point. We're seeing things get pretty busy on a couple of our major thoroughfares and freeways. We'll take you first to Clark County, I-5 southbound. Approaching the interstate bridge, it's now locked up pretty much from before Mill Plain toward the span, and then still not bad on the Oregon side as you work your way a little bit further south in North Portland. Just kind of heavy and steady over the Glen Jackson Bridge, 205 southbound. And then that's 205, there's the Glen Jackson Bridge, just heavy and steady. That's actually a pretty good trip out of Clark County. And then over on I-84, we had that earlier accident. It did clear. It was on the ramp from northbound 5 to eastbound I-84. But there's still some heavy traffic now westbound 33rd toward I-5. The travel time's not that bad for a Friday morning. Things are actually pretty decent.
You wonder if you would actually be thinking of some of those
remember
things.
All those
yeah,
things.
Remember that if that actually happened to you. So Lynn's like, no.
No, not going to happen.
Don't scream and run, Lynn, please.
To crouch down, scream and run, all the what not to do.
I know.
But if you would be out walking, you'd have your dogs with you, and they'd be making noise, and it would be a loud scene.
That would be quite
How's
the
our
scene,
Monday
wouldn't
commute?
it? That'd be bad. Things were looking pretty good up until about 2 minutes ago, and we just got word of an accident in Washington County. So they're just responding now to Highway 47 at Highway 26. It's right in the Banks area. So the crash reportedly on Highway 47 at the Sunset Highway interchange. Now, Clark County, you're looking good. Speeds are decent as you head toward the interstate bridge, I-5 south. Still looks great too on the Oregon side, on in through North Portland. So far, if you get the early jump on it, you should be okay out of Clark County and on 14 west out of Camas and Washougal.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Summer is here.
Summer's
You
here.
can enjoy each and every day. Thanks, Rhonda.
That's hard to top. Lynn, can you top it?
No.
Okay.
No,
Just
bad
admit
things
it.
have already
Yeah.
happened this morning. There's an accident in Washington County. In fact, this is an injury accident. It's in the Banks area. Highway 47, right at the Sunset Highway. So fire units and police responding. That's on Highway 47 at the Sunset Highway interchange. And now, as far as the commute goes, for the rest of our freeways, we're looking pretty good. Now, there is a fuel spill northbound 205 that they're tending to. It's a little bit south of Stafford Road. Still easy on Highway 43 north toward the Selwood Bridge, and not bad along 205 along the east side corridor. Still looks pretty good in on I-84.
5:39 right now. Do you guys know what today is?
Monday?
It's
June
Monday.
30th?
It's June 30th. All right. It's also National Meteor Watch Day.
Oh, yeah. We have some great skies, too. Going to
Yes.
play along with that, right?
Exactly. And you're up early enough, so go up and look at the
are.
dark sky. See if you see any meteors.
All right. And with that, how's traffic?
There is a problem in Banks. This is the deal. Washington County, it was a serious injury accident. So they had one person trapped in a vehicle on Highway 47. That was right at the Highway 26 interchange near Banks. And we did have a diesel fuel spill as well. They were cleaning up. That was on 205 northbound right near Stafford. Most of our freeways fairly light for the Monday morning commute. So far, so good through the Wilsonville stretch. There's I-5 northbound. Still looks pretty easy as you head into Tualatin this morning. And not bad over on 205 through the Gladstone The Oregon City, West Lynn area still looks pretty good as you work your way 205. And sunshine could be a factor this morning. Grab those sunglasses.
Sorry we have to wrap up the weekend, but we're glad that you're joining us, and we're going to get you through this morning and day. You need some traffic details before you head out the door, save you some time on the roads. Lynn's in for Michael.
Yes, indeed. And a couple of accidents here early on for the Monday morning commute. Now the latest one, a vehicle hit a pole northwest Portland. That's at 15th and Everett. Still dealing with the injury crash too near Banks. That injury accident on Highway 47 at Highway 26. And for the most part now, freeways look pretty good. It's not bad as you work your way north I-5, but have the sunglasses. It's already very, very bright as you head through the Terwilliger curves this morning.
Morning. Hope you had a great weekend. We're glad you're waking up. A beautiful day ahead for us, you guys.
And nice today, really nice tomorrow. Rhonda's going to fill us in on the details on that. But Lynn's already been noticing some problems out there on your road. So
yeah, it's TriMet. There's construction right downtown, so expect some delays on the TriMet Max lines because the green yellow lines are running on the blue red alignment at First and Morrison and Yamhill. So that's what we've got going on right now with a little bit of a hassle, as well as due to a power outage. Also the streetcar not running on the north-south line, so they're using shuttle buses instead for that. And watch for a crash too at Northwest 15th and Everett.
Like they get you.
They do.
They find a way to get you.
Bendy, the data plan and everything else.
So, all right, it is 6:17 now. Lynn here with an eye on the roads. How are things looking out there?
Well, we need to talk about Max, first of all. We've got delays downtown. It's due to construction work, but it's the green and yellow lines where you'll find the holdup. At least about a 20-minute delay. Plan on it for the green and yellow lines. What they're doing is they're having to run on the blue-red alignment with those trains, Morrison and Yamhill. And also a power outage, too, for the streetcar. So they're using shuttle buses instead. Accident being cleared over at 17th or 15th, rather, in Northwest Everett. That should be out of the way shortly. And it's been okay on most of our freeways. In fact, it's been decent. I-5 South approaching the Interstate Bridge. That's still fairly light, just starting to get a little bit busy in Clark County. But bright sunshine, that's already the deal on the Sunset Highway. It gets a little bit busy right at the Vista Ridge Tunnel, but I-5 North, extremely bright sunshine too heading into the Terwilliger curves. All right, Rhonda, the heat is on. Yeah, it's delays on the Max lines this morning. So there's been some construction and a power outage downtown that's affecting the streetcars and the Max lines at this point. So green, yellow lines running on the blue-red alignment this morning. They're using shuttle buses along 5th and 6th Avenues. And all of that will cause you some delays on Max and on the streetcars this morning as well. Now the freeways just starting to get a little bit heavier, but sunshine is definitely an issue inbound on the Sunset Highway. Bright sun glare right near Sylvan and just a little bit of slow traffic right at the Vista Ridge Tunnel. I-5 northbound looks pretty good out of the Willamette Valley, Salem all the way to Portland. But again, bright sunshine as you head into the Terwilliger curves. Travel time still decent, only about 14 minutes in on the Sunset Highway from Cornelius Pass Road. There you go.
Still looking fantastic as we head into the 4th. Now, let's check out time saver traffic. Here's KAX's Lynn Masterson.
Well, we're dealing with some delays downtown, both for the Max lines. The Max green and yellow lines are running behind schedule, as well as the streetcar due to this power outage downtown. So they're using shuttle buses for the streetcar, as well as the Max stops along 5th and 6th Avenues. And what they're doing is running the green-yellow trains on the blue-red alignment downtown. And things are starting to get a little bit busy now on a couple of our freeways. Inbound on I-84, it's pretty crowded through the Gateway stretch, but not bad here in the Hollywood district. And also on the Sunset Highway, it's just bright sunshine that really is tough to deal with near Sylvan. And we're seeing the delays, too, when you get close to the zoo now to get into the Vista Ridge Tunnel. Some of our travel times, I-5 southbound, you're at about 15 minutes in from Vancouver, and it is pretty slow now from 4th Plain toward the Interstate Bridge.
All right, and before we get to the question of the day, Lynn, you wanted to mention a quick accident out there, right?
Accident north of Salem. It's I-5 northbound, mile marker 266. So we're jammed up a couple miles just north of Salem, I-5 north.
Thank you. Be aware of that. Now, you're